Welcome, Taurus, to your February-March reading. Thank you. This is your love reading, by the way. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is just a quick little reading just in response to so many people asking me about love and romance. So if you want to have a look at something other than romance in your life, just check out the general readings that I also have on my channel as well for you. But let's get into this month's, or the next 4 weeks reading, I should say. Now, your main energy is the card of the Chariot. Now, this card is also a card, among other things, that represents a Cancer. So some of you could very much have a Cancer in your life that is very significant, or you could also have a Leo as well, because you have the Control card, and this is the Strength card. Same card as the Strength card in a traditional deck, which is Leo. But the Chariot is a card that it's a vehicle. And I'm feeling that you're in a really productive phase in your relationship now. And if you're not in a relationship, I'm feeling like you may want to be proactive about getting into a relationship. You've got a really strong sense of direction as well. If you are in a relationship, you've got a very strong sense of where you want it to go, how you want it to turn out. And this is for those of you that aren't in a relationship as well. You know exactly what you want. You know the type of person that you're looking for. You're formulating that kind of stuff in your mind. So that is a really excellent way of putting your intentions and your wishes out in the universe. So if you're wanting to be in a relationship, that's a really excellent way of attracting what it is that you want in your life. Now, I feel like some of you have been putting a lot of energy and effort into an existing relationship, and things may not have been easy, but you haven't given up, and I can see that you're not giving up. And the Chariot talks about things moving positively in the direction that you want them to go in, and you are really putting in the effort, and things are you're going to have a very successful relationship, because that Chariot card is a card of success. And it's also, this card talks about deepening any existing relationship. So if you're in a relationship or you've just met someone, I feel like things are going to become a little bit deeper and really move on into a successful direction, moving somewhere that you are really wanting to go. Now, as I mentioned, you've got the Control card there. Now, this is the card of the strength, as I mentioned. And the energy that comes along with this is compassion, patience, confidence. And I'm really feeling like if you need your relationships to flourish, they've got to be quite fluid. And I guess Taurians can be a little bit stubborn, so they are set in their own ways. They like things to be just so. So if you want things to flow a little bit better in an existing relationship, or certainly if you are looking for a relationship, just allow things to be a little bit more fluid in your actions and your plans. And it's also really important to master your emotions so they don't rule your relationship. Don't allow your emotions to become too over the top. You need balance. I mean, you can't have a relationship that is solely emotion all over the place, because it's going to be out of balance and out of control. But you need to have a bit of fluidity when it comes to your emotions, as well as self-control, and wanting things the way you want them as well. Now, yeah, I just feel like the first thing I noticed when I looked at the card was the feathers around the figure's neck, and they looked like two wings. And then look at the card you got, your final card there, it's spread your wings. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are really going to be doing that. Particularly those of you that aren't in a relationship, you're going to be spreading your wings and going out there and meeting the person that you really want to meet. Now, another interesting thing about your reading, you received the New Vitality card and the Spread Your Wings card. Now, these two cards came out for Aries, I think it was, in the exact same position. And I did Aries reading about a week ago, and I shuffled my cards, and so it was quite interesting. So I'm thinking, I don't know, there could be, maybe you want to check out Aries reading. I don't know if Aries are significant for you, but I just thought that was really interesting. So, New Vitality. Now, this technically is like, I think, the Ace of Wands. And this is revitalization, enthusiasm, joy. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are moving forward, and there's something new happening in a relationship for those that are in a relationship, and for those not in a relationship, there is absolutely this new energy. And if this is equivalent to the Ace of Wands, then that is talking about new relationships, birth of new things. Could even be the birth of a baby for some of you in an existing relationship. You might be going on to that next level, or certainly talking about a baby, but there's definitely some sort of revitalization in your relationships right now. And also it could be a revitalization for yourself. The way that you are looking at yourself, the way you are seeing things for yourself, and how you want your relationships to be in the future. So it's quite powerful energy in that New Vitality. And then, as I said, spread your wings. That is expansion, freedom, decision making. So there's really like expansive energy around you, and you could even be feeling a little bit restless. And it's like your mind and your soul are ready to absolutely just soar. But you might be feeling confined by certain relationships or aspects of them. So this is why there's this New Vitality here. And you are really going to be spreading your wings. You are really going to be allowing change to come into your relationship, which is going to move things along and not make you feel so stuck perhaps, but also in the way you are going about looking for a new relationship, if that is you, if you are single. Now, sometimes, when you get that Spread Your Wings card, you might be feeling quite safe and quite comfortable where you are right now. And if this is because you are in an existing relationship and you are feeling comfortable, you haven't been willing to perhaps do what it is you need to do to either make it, spice it up, change things, or perhaps even move on if your needs are not being fulfilled. So I'm feeling like there's definitely some really interesting changes happening for a lot of you over the next 4 weeks. And even for a lot of you, you might be really desiring to be in a relationship, and that can often be quite restrictive because your focus becomes so so sort of, you really become focused on the fact that you don't have a relationship and you want a relationship, and why haven't I got one? So I'm almost feeling like there's a shift here in the way that you are going to be looking at your relationship or your lack of a relationship, and how you are going about looking for that perfect person in your life. So I hope that resonated with you, Taurus. As I mentioned, I do have my general readings as well on this channel, so you can check those out if you're not really into love. Have a wonderful 4 weeks, and I'll see you next month. Bye.